They say age is just a number, but in reality, reaching 100 is an achievement very few accomplish. Studies show that only about 10% of people make it to a century. The question is, why? What separates those who live long, vibrant lives from those who don't? Is it purely genetics, or is there something more within our control? Science has spent decades trying to crack the code of longevity, and today we're diving deep into what research says about the habits, choices, and factors that can extend your life. When we think of longevity, the first thing that often comes to mind is genetics. It's true that having long-lived parents and grandparents gives you a better shot at reaching 100, but it's far from the full picture. Studies of centenarians have found that only about 20 to 30% of longevity can be attributed to genetics. That means the majority, 70% or more, is shaped by lifestyle and environment. This is good news because it means we have a significant amount of control over how long and how well we live. Research also suggests that even those with a family history of shorter lifespans can extend their years through disciplined habits and positive choices. This means the power of lifestyle is undeniable, offering hope that regardless of genetics, long and healthy lives are achievable. One of the most well-studied aspects of longevity is diet. Scientists have analyzed populations that boast the highest number of centenarians, such as those living in blue zones, regions like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, where people routinely live past 100. Their diets are strikingly similar despite being in different parts of the world. They eat mostly plant-based foods, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, and legumes. Meat is consumed sparingly, and processed foods are almost non-existent in their daily lives. Another common theme is the consumption of healthy fats, particularly from sources like olive oil and fish, which have been linked to reduced inflammation and better heart health. Additionally, fermented foods like miso, kimchi, and yogurt, which contain beneficial probiotics, play a role in gut health, which researchers now understand is deeply connected to immune function and overall well-being. Caloric intake also plays a role. Many longevity experts point to a practice called caloric restriction, essentially, eating slightly less than what is needed to feel full. Studies in animals have consistently shown that moderate calorie restriction can extend lifespan. While the exact mechanism isn't fully understood, it's believed that reducing excess calorie intake lowers the risk of metabolic diseases, improves cell repair processes, and reduces oxidative stress, all of which contribute to a longer, healthier life. Some cultures follow specific dietary philosophies, such as the Japanese practice of hara hachibu, which means eating until one is 80% full rather than until completely satiated. This approach helps regulate digestion and prevents overconsumption, which has been linked to many age-related diseases. Beyond diet, physical activity is another crucial factor. Centenarians are rarely seen lifting heavy weights in the gym or running marathons, but they do one thing consistently: they move. Whether it's walking, gardening, or engaging in daily household activities, movement is a natural part of their lives. Research has found that even moderate exercise, like brisk walking for 30 minutes a day, can significantly reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and even dementia. Strength training, particularly in older adults, also helps maintain muscle mass, which is critical for mobility and independence in later years. Furthermore, yoga and tai chi have been shown to improve flexibility, balance, and mental clarity, reducing the risk of falls and cognitive decline as people age. The key takeaway is that movement doesn't need
One,
to be extreme to be
two,
effective.
three.
What matters most is consistency and integrating activity naturally into daily life. Social connections play an equally important role. Longevity research has shown that people who maintain strong relationships with family, friends, and their community tend to live longer. Loneliness and social isolation, on the other hand, have been linked to a higher risk of premature death, comparable to the risks associated with smoking or obesity. Centenarians often have strong social bonds, whether through family gatherings, religious activities, or simply engaging in daily interactions with others in their community. The emotional support and sense of belonging that come with these connections contribute to lower stress levels and better mental health, both of which are key components of a long life. Studies have also revealed that those with pets, particularly dogs, tend to live longer due to the companionship and increased daily activity that comes with caring for an animal. Speaking of stress, managing it effectively is another common trait among those who reach 100. Chronic stress accelerates aging at the cellular level, increasing inflammation and raising the risk of diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's. Many long-lived individuals practice stress-reducing techniques, whether it's meditation, deep breathing, engaging in hobbies, or simply maintaining a positive outlook on life. There's even evidence that having a strong sense of purpose, a reason to get up in the morning, can significantly contribute to longevity. In Japan, they call this concept ikigai, which translates to reason for being. Studies suggest that people who have a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer and healthier lives compared to those who feel aimless or unfulfilled. Volunteering, mentoring, and engaging in meaningful activities are all ways that people cultivate purpose in their later years, adding both longevity and a deeper sense of fulfillment to their lives. Sleep is another overlooked factor in longevity. While many centenarians don't follow strict sleep schedules, they do prioritize rest. Getting enough quality sleep is essential for the body's repair processes, immune function, and cognitive health. Research has shown that consistently getting between 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night is associated with a lower risk of chronic diseases and a longer lifespan. Poor sleep habits, on the other hand, have been linked to higher levels of inflammation, weakened immune function, and an increased risk of age-related diseases. Interestingly, some research suggests that napping, particularly short naps of 20 to 30 minutes, may provide additional benefits for brain function and energy levels, particularly in older adults. Environmental factors play a substantial role in longevity. People living in areas with clean air, fresh water, and low pollution levels tend to live longer, healthier lives. Air quality is particularly crucial, as prolonged exposure to pollution has been linked to respiratory diseases, heart conditions, and even cognitive decline. Those who live in urban areas with high pollution may benefit from using air purifiers, spending more time in green spaces, and adopting plants that naturally filter toxins. Water quality is another factor. Access to clean, mineral-rich water supports hydration and detoxification, reducing the risk of chronic illnesses. Living near natural environments, whether mountains, forests, or the ocean, has been shown to lower stress levels, improve mental clarity, and even boost immune function. Gardening, spending time in the sun with proper protection, and engaging in outdoor activities contribute to physical and emotional well-being. Studies also show that people who maintain an environmentally friendly lifestyle, such as reducing plastic exposure, avoiding harmful household chemicals, and using organic products, tend to have lower toxin buildup in their bodies. Additionally, a peaceful, safe neighborhood reduces chronic stress and contributes to overall health and longevity. Access to fresh, organic produce from local sources can further support a nutritious diet, minimizing exposure to pesticides and preservatives. Ultimately, our surroundings impact not only how we feel, but also how long we live. Of course, avoiding harmful habits is just as important as adopting healthy ones. Smoking and excessive alcohol consumption have long been associated with shortened lifespans. On the flip side, moderate alcohol intake, particularly in the form of red wine, has been linked to longevity in some studies. This is seen in regions like Sardinia, where moderate wine consumption is part of the local culture. However, the key is moderation, as excessive alcohol use can lead to serious health issues. Avoiding environmental toxins, such as pollutants and processed chemicals found in foods, can also play a role in reducing long-term health risks. So, what does all this mean for you? The science is clear. While genetics may give you a head start, the majority of factors that determine whether you reach 100 are within your control. By adopting a healthy diet, staying active, nurturing social connections, managing stress, prioritizing sleep, and maintaining a positive outlook, you can significantly increase your chances of living a long, fulfilling life. The path to longevity isn't about extreme measures or miracle cures. It's about consistency in small daily habits that add up over time. The question is, what changes will you start making today?